Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on a 2012 Nissan Murano LE, which requires rear shock replacement. This is my dad's car, and in Virginia we have to take the cars for inspection once a year, which I think is pretty stupid. But we have to get it done. The shock is leaking, and I need to replace it. This is not a hard job. It's 15-20 minute job, maybe 30 minutes. If you want to take your time, but overall it's about a 15-20 minute job. So we're going to take the rear shocks out, replace them with the new one, OEM, and I'm going to show you guys the process. Basically the shocks have this cap on them right here that we have to remove and put on a new one. The new shocks that you buy from OEM does not have that new cap on there. So should be easy. Let's do it.
Here I'm going to be removing an 18mm bolt, and as you can see it's extracting slowly, but you see how the whole suspension just dropped and the shock kind of moved back up. So that's why you'll need something under there to hold it. And these are the 13mm at the top of the shock. I already removed those. They're very easy to remove. They're not hard. They're easily accessible from underneath. And here you can see I'm going to be pushing down on the shock a little bit to basically just remove it, just slide it out basically. And it just slides out. You take it out, and pretty much that's it. And now we're going to move over to the vise, put this into the vise, and try to remove the 18mm bolt on top of the shock. And I'm going to show you guys how that's done.
All right, folks. So the easy way to do this is you have this little notch right there. We're going to put this in the vise, and you're going to kind of give it a good nudge so it kind of holds it there. Then you're going to get your 18 and you're going to sneak it in there. You're going to have to give yourself some room, because I like to actually put this in like this and then squeeze it in, because I get a better grip this way. And you're gonna kind of give it a good it's a tough one. So now I'm going to use the other side on my wrench or ratchet or whatever it's called. There we go. I got butterfingers today, guys. Once I have that set up, I'm going to put it back in the vise like this. And then I'm just going to hold it with my adjustable wrench and go the rest of the way. And this is it. We're going to keep this. We're going to replace this. All right, the new one comes with its own nut, so we're going to use the new one. We're going to put this in. There's nothing that will slip in. It just slips in, and we're just going to use this to tighten it like so. And around, as soon as it gets there, it's going to get tightened, because these are locking nuts. So they basically have a piece of nylon on top. So we're just going to use this to drive in the bolt. All right, now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take this out, put it back in here. Now let's go back and install this back in. All right, guys, we're going to put this back in now. It should be the same way that it went in. You should be able to, it came out, I mean, and you should be able to put it back in like so. So this part might be a little tricky because this whole thing just dropped. So we need to lift it back up. Get this, there we go. I'm just gonna get these 13 millimeters started. I'm not gonna tighten them up yet. All right. So everything's in. Now we're going to put this one in first. So I need to lift this up. So I'm going to put something in here to lift it up. And I have a piece of wood. Which I'm going to put underneath the actual spring. And you want to do this very, very slowly. If you have some sort of transmission jack or any type of assist, arm assist, I will highly recommend putting it underneath here first before taking this out. I don't have one. I'm thinking about getting one. I haven't really looked into it. But after this one, I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to look into one to get one. So only because this what I'm doing is not really safe, I want to say, because you're kind of putting the car off balance on the jack. So I don't want to really be that uncomfortable when I'm working on the car. All right, so that's in. All right, guys, so overall, it only took about, it's a 15-20 minute job. It doesn't really require a lot of special tools, but it is an expensive job if you take it to the mechanic, because they charge you probably 2 hours to do the job. So hour per side, and the cost of the shocks. So It's simple. It's not that hard. You just need the large sockets, like the 18 millimeter, and the ratchets, the 18 millimeter ratchets, and things like that. So overall, it's not that hard. So let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Most of the cars for the rear shocks are the same process. The front shock struts are the different process, so which I have to do on this car later on. But for now, we just want to get these done. Let me know what you think, guys. Subscribe and hit the like button. Leave your comments down below. Peace out.